All right, all right, all right. We're live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. Come on in. Think I done worked all the kinks out. Come on in, live, 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 uncut, unedited. All right, where my phone going? Here it is, right here. Buried. All right, come on in, people. We on late. Sorry, but there's a lot going on here in the city of Chicago. A lot going on with me, and appreciate you for tuning in. All right, thank you for your support. All right, make sure you send your boy some stars. That'd be appreciated. We trying to bring you the live, uncut, unedited news. We say things what people don't say. They think of it and they're afraid to say it, but we say it on here. I tell you. All right, let me get on this live and start acknowledging some of my good people. Keenan Nicole, what's going on? Robert Brown, still in Ogden Park. Okay, they're on the bike ride. Lynn Miller, what's up, Miss Lynn? K.L. Adams Sr., Ronnie Johnson, Charles Isaac, Michelle Richardson. What's up, Michelle? Antonio Jackson, Louis Ramsey. All right. Wanda Webb. All right. Saturday night, people. We got it going on tonight. Let's get it going on. Man, we got a lot to talk about. We want to talk about two cases. We want to talk about the case that was on 115th that happened in a Polish sausage place in whatever y'all call it, Jewtown Polish, whatever y'all call it, Maxwell Market, whatever, where that man got caught. Well, he got killed, shot and killed, and the guy was beating on her inside, and the son came in and shot her. And supposedly, according to the news, she texted some things, told her son to come in and get the man. So we want to talk about that. We want to talk about the young man that was found dead and buried in Harvey. So we want to talk about that as well. So first of all, before I get started, I want to give all my condolences to those that are deceased. And on this station, we all are innocent until proven guilty. And I always say, no matter how terrible a person really is or really are, there's someone that love them and will go to war with you about their loved one. So be careful what you say and how you say it. All right. Let's get back to these names. Connie Ford, what's going on? Ronnie Johnson again, Robert Brown, live uncut. Can't make this up. That's right. Belisa Lewis. How you doing, Miss Lewis? Annette Flanagan. All right, Annette, I see you. I seen you the other day blowing at me. Christella Marshbanks. All right. Lavelle Cunningham. What's up, bro? All right. Maxwell Market, 116. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Lee Ethel Liggins. What's up, Lee? All right. Cheryl Blakely. All right. Pat Owens. Rose Dorsey. Hey, Rose from Iowa. Deborah Singleton. All right. Kennard Johnson. Mr. Johnson. All right. Tamora, how you doing? All right. All right. Let's get rolling. All right. Let's get the call-in number. Let's go. Call-in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it going, people. All right, I need to call in. We want to talk about these two cases. What's your thoughts about them? K Boogie. What's up, K Boogie? Don Tyson. What's up, Miss Tyson? Okay. Tay, what was that? Tatish. Hold on, let me get this right because I tried to get it before you taught me how to pronounce it. Tashia. Yeah. Tatash, what was it? Tisha, I don't know. Okay. Miss Anderson, you're going to beat me up. I'm getting your name wrong. I'm telling you. Latricia Woodcott. Cox, I think. Charlene Poole. All right. Donald Bridge. Divine Order. What's up? Mm-hmm. Sharice Wright. What's going on? We need to call people. Let's call in. We want to talk about one of the two cases that's trending here on social media right here in Chicago. And one is where the young man that was killed and buried in back of a house in Harvey. All right. His lover, Silas Walker, his lover confessed to the murder. Also, we want to talk about the murder that happened in Maxwell on 116th and Halsted, where the young lady allegedly told her son to shoot this guy. Okay? So her teenage son. So it's a lot of going on. Ray Bans, what's up? Dee Dee Adams. Okay. Eric Velo, what's up? All right. All right. Let's rock and roll. Let's get a call in. Come on, people. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, I need somebody to call in now. Let's call in, y'all. Let's go. I want to give a shout out to my YouTube family. Thank you so much, YouTube. We're growing. We're growing. We're growing on YouTube. So those of you that's not following me on YouTube, go to my page, Martin G. Johnson, One Faith, One Fold. Subscribe to my YouTube, and there you will get my notifications for Facebook as well when I'm going live on. I see you, caller. Just give me 1 minute, caller. I'll be right with you. So it's very important to subscribe to my Facebook, and I appreciate you guys. Hey, caller, where you calling from? 3699. I see you. Come on, caller.
It's me. All right.
Who is me?
It's me, Martin.
Who is me?
It's right. It's right.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about it. Come on now. Let's talk about it.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Well, it's your choice. I'm here listening.
I want to talk about the mother and the son.
Okay, we can do that. All right, we can do that.
Well, in my opinion, I don't feel the son is wrong for one reason. I don't know too many people that would be able to sit in a car and their mother text them in distress. Now, I don't believe that she made a good judgment call if it's true what they said. If she texted him and said, come in here and shoot him, he's wrong for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to hold him responsible because he's a young man. That's his mother. He did what he was supposed to do. But if she told him to do it, I'm hearing that she was concealing carry. So she had justification to do him in right then on the spot when he started swinging. So if she was concealing carry, she could have did him and beat it.
Well,
because in the video she wasn't.
Let me say this.
If he would have had that gun on her,
hold it.
And he did what he did.
Hold it. Let me just say this. Let me just be honest with you. In the state of Illinois, I'm a navigator, so I have to tell you guys, I can't let this fly. If you are a conceal and carry, and somebody is slapping you around, knocking you around with their fists, you are not supposed to shoot them. Only way you can shoot a person unless they have a weapon. That's it. A knife, a stick, a brick, or something. With his bare hands and bare fists, I'm sorry, you can't do it according to the conceal and carry law here in the state of Illinois. I understand, sister, don't get me wrong. I understand, but I want to put the law out here. I want to tell people what's right first, according to the law. That's the law. So those of you out there that's walking around with a conceal and carry, and somebody snatch your purse or smack you, and you pull out your pistol, and shoot him, you're going to jail. Period.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Let's not forget now, Marty. That young lady killed my brother.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a weapon, and she beat it.
Well, those are.
Now,
listen, I'm just telling you what the law says.
In Illinois.
But I'm telling you what the law says.
And she beat it too.
Right. That's what the law says. I mean, that's under another act. They put that under the Domestic Violence Act. That was a history. That's why they did that.
She was not in the imminent peril.
Right.
Yeah, but he wasn't beating on her when she took his life.
But see, the thing is, they had to prove that, and see, the attorney is the prosecutor is going to fix.
All through the house.
I know, but that's how it is. I mean, we fighting a case it's a case right now that's on social media where a young lady shot and killed her baby daddy. A lot of y'all see the video floating around. Had a hood on her head. Stood over him, shot him and killed him while he was on the phone with his father. Now, she's not arrested. I believe she only did 24 hours in jail for questioning. So, I mean, I'm hearing that domestic violence. That's what I'm hearing. What got off. So I don't know the story. I don't want to speak on it because I know it's no winners. There's no winners in this situation.
No.
Because they had two children involved.
Keep it real. Nobody is going to stand there that is watching their mother.
I understand that. I understand it, but you got to tell people what's right first, because you don't want to send nobody up.
You do.
I understand that.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Yeah.
Somebody that whooping on my mama and she tell me to do something, I'm doing it. I'm going. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
They gonna get it, baby.
Yeah, they definitely gonna get it.
I'm gonna lay them low. I'm just gonna tell you.
Right.
You're gonna get it.
But we got to tell them. We got to tell the truth now. We got to,
Yeah, legally you're doing the right thing, but we talking morally.
Right.
Morally, I'm not. I'm gonna lay them low. You're not gonna stand there and beat on my mama. No.
Somebody said she didn't text him. According to the news article, she texted him. So I don't know. It's allegedly. So, I wasn't there, and I know this is a real sensitive issue. His side, his family side, they're upset. And, I don't want to, people I don't know. I don't want to say nothing to offend nobody.
Right.
But I got to stick with your facts.
It's like you said, nobody's winning.
Right.
Nobody's winning, but we all just put yourself in that 14-year-old baby's shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the way that man was hitting that woman, he could have called a one-hit homicide himself.
Mm-hmm.
He gave her some clock cleaning. He cleaned her clock more than once. Woo.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm
just telling y'all, walk around here with these pistols. This ain't open season now. You don't have the green light just to shoot because somebody made you mad or beat you up and got the best of you. You can't just turn around and boom, 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 boom. You cannot do that. And I don't want y'all to get on that what a crime chaser said. If he hit me, I got the right to shoot him. No, you won't say the crime chaser didn't say that. I'm just telling y'all. Yeah. I'm just telling you, there's a rules to this game. Do you know, let me explain something to you. If you got a felon riding in the car with you, all right, riding in the car with you, you cannot have your pistol on the same side next to that felon. You would have to put it on the opposite side. That's how it goes. Mm-hmm. All right. If you're living in a house with a felon and you're concealed and carry, you must have that.
It gotta be locked up.
It has to be locked up. I'm just telling you, these are the rules. I'm just telling you. Now, whether you obey them or not, you can't say I didn't tell you. So these are the rules, people. That's good. Now, when the street comes, ain't no rules in the streets. You do what you do. People do what they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody said you fear for your life. They may as well build more prison because I would. She worked at my job. Good job, mom and son. Dude is where he need to be. Okay. Well, somebody said that. I'm not saying that. That's cold-blooded, though. Cold-blooded. But
you No, I'm not gonna say that, but I don't agree. I wish it would have went a different way. I wish he wouldn't have put his hands on her. I wish he just would have puffed out and it just would have went the way that it's unfortunate that we all agree in one thing. None of us is going to stand there, including the victim's family, and watch a man, woman, or child physically assault their mother, which is not.
It's not going to happen. Mr. Lewis Ramsey.
Mr. Lewis. It's not going to happen.
Hold on one second. Lewis Ramsey said the offender has to be with a knife or some type of weapon for you to pull your weapon. Then they are opposed to be a threat to the individual.
It's mutual. Right. It's a mutual combat. Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I just want to tell y'all what's right on him. I don't want to send nobody off.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Ban said the news always lie about different cases. Yes, they do. Well, y'all got to remember, the prosecutor they're trying to get a conviction. All they want is a conviction.
Mm-hmm.
Conviction.
Okay.
So let's talk about this other case real quick of this young man. Matter of fact, let me pull. You want to put his face up? Yeah, maybe I could do that. I could do that. I can pull his face up, and then we could talk about it. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Pull his face up, and we're going to talk about the young man that was missing, which I know several people that know of him, and was close friends with him. So I want to give my condolences to both of the families. All right, let's find this young man and bring his picture up. I'm going to bring his picture up. All right, let's bring his picture up. And they found him dead, buried inside, behind the house. So this is what's going on. All right, let's see. Let me pull him up. So what do you think about this other case with this missing person came found up dead?
We know it's domestic because he killed him, but I'm trying to figure out, was this an openly gay relationship or was it on the down low? What prompted it? What made him kill this young man and bury him like this? What did it? Why? What was the reason? Was he gonna out you if that was the case, or was it a jealous quarrel? What happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
Was it a secret relationship and when the killer didn't want to get out?
It sounds like you got me. Sound like you got me on speakerphone too. You do. I know you do.
Okay, hold
on. All right.
What was going on there?
Right. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let's get some more callers. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Okay, go ahead, my dear sister. Miss Wright, go ahead. Okay. All right, what we're talking about on here today, but those are just coming in this live, we're talking about two different cases. We're talking about the case where the young lady, teenage son, shot and killed a grown man in the restaurant on 116th in Halstead, Maxwell Market. Also, we're talking about a young man that was missing, and he found up his boyfriend confessed to his murder. Mm-hmm. They buried him behind a house in Harvey. So I'm saying allegedly, I heard it was more than him. He had some friends to help bury him too as well. So that's what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm hearing now. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. Didn't know about it. So, Yeah. So they got the murder for the young man, Mr. Johnson. All right. So that's what we talk about. If you want to call in, you're welcome to call in. The number is on the screen. It's rolling across the screen. So I'm believing that this young lady bond is $300,000 to walk or something. So this is live, uncut, unedited. People, appreciate y'all tuning in. I mean, I need somebody to call in and talk. Let's talk about this case. This is just a court of public opinion. This is not the court of law now. This is not the court of law. This is the court of public opinion. This is what we think. And you know, the court of public opinion is different from the court of law. I want to say that. So don't get it twisted now. All right. Don't get it twisted. All right. So I need some callers. Somebody call in. Yeah. Somebody said Keisha Brown Price said she didn't deserve the punches he was giving her, period. He act like he was high. Okay. He was giving her
what
haymakers.
Was he saying in the video?
Well, I don't know.
She said something about we was in the car or something in the video. I kept trying to catch.
Well, I don't know.
He kept telling her say something else.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this, and I could be wrong. I'm wondering, did she know him, or was they in some type of relationship? That seems like personal. That's not a type. What he was saying to her, the way he was talking, it wasn't about no food in the restaurant jumping in front of the line. It wasn't about that. Okay, caller, hold on. I got two callers. 9914 caller. You're live, uncut, unedited. 9914. I got one person behind you. 9914.
Hey, what's going on, Martin? I appreciate it, brother. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm glad to be living in the land of the living. Yes.
Oh, man.
So what's your thoughts about this one of these cases that you want to talk about?
With the young woman and her son.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. What's your opinion and thoughts about it?
In my eyes, I can't lie. The guy, he underestimated the lady, and I think they reacted in the right way. This being Chicago and what was going on, and me, you know, like my lifestyle, me growing up, me being 36. You know, if I was in that same situation at 15 years old, 14 years old, my mother, I think the same outcome. It would have been the same outcome.
Absolutely. And let's the way he was hitting that lady, that wasn't his first time putting his hands on no woman like that either. He was comfortable.
It's not even that. Well, that it's like, yeah, but it's like the way he went about it, and we got to think about it, man. It's a lot going on in Chicago. This like the way he reacted and his reaction towards that woman. If he had reacting like that to different situations, just think about what's going on to her. He was wrong. That's the only reaction you're gonna get.
He was all the way wrong.
If her husband would have seen it, her brother would have seen it, the video afterwards, the same thing would have happened.
Okay, well, let me ask you guys a question.
Or if anybody that didn't know her would have said something, they would have been forced to do it.
Let me ask you guys a question. If my memory serves me correct, her son shot the man in the back, right?
That's what they said.
That's what they said. Okay,
that's a 14-year-old.
You're right. The 14.
That's a 14. We're not talking about an adult.
Listen what I'm saying. Hold on. Listen what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Listen what I'm saying. I said her son shot the man in the back. That's what I want to get clarification on. Because, see, a lot more stuff is coming up. But hold on, brother. Let me take this other call. I got another. I don't want to leave people online so long anymore. 7690.
Go ahead.
You still stay there. 7690. Hey, caller.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, caller. Hey, caller. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm glad to be living.
Oh, I'm calling about the young man and her and the mom. situation.
Okay, well, come on. What you got to say? What's your opinion and thoughts about it?
In my opinion, okay, well, I'm a little bit lost on it, but I want to say this. Is it right that she had a concealed carry?
Yes, I heard that's correct. Yes.
Okay, and the gun was possibly hers.
I can't assume it. Probably so. Probably so. I can't
But
say
I
for
feel,
sure.
well, I feel good like this. I've been here a long time, and I just feel like if she was able to get to the gun herself, I think she should have did do it herself.
Mm.
I really do believe so. I have a 17-year-old son out here, and Lord knows I can't wait for him to be concealed carry. I don't want him to get nobody else's gun. I don't want him to get a hold of mine. I feel like I'm his protector till he's able to be concealed carry to hold his own. And I just feel that way. And, you know, when we out here, we have each other back, but when it comes down to, you know, I didn't live 43 years of my life, and he yet to come some years. And I feel like if she was able to get to that gun, I think she should have just did it herself. I would have. I'm saying I would have. I don't know about no one else, but I would have did it myself.
Okay. Well, let me. Well, what we do know. This is what we do know. Now, according to the news, and that we know the media lie. They don't always get it right. There's supposed to be an argument, so we did see evidence of that. We did see evidence of him putting his hands on her. We did see that. We did see the young man go in his pocket, his hoodie pocket, and kind of had a hard time pulling the gun out. We did see that. We didn't see the actual shooting, but we heard that the 31-year-old was shot in the back. That's what we heard. And, you know, I'm just saying, now, in this case, there's no winners. You have the 31-year-old man, he's dead and gone. You have the mom, she's locked up. The teenager, she's locked up. And be honest with you guys, I've heard nothing but good things about the mom. And also the son as well. I don't know them personally, don't know anything about them, but I will say this. In my heart's heart, I hate to comment, but I believe they knew each other, the two.
I felt it was a little personal too. You know, that they, in some other life, I believe that it was a little personal as well, because what happened with that it went so wrong and so left that, you know, you have some situations, but what happened?
And I'm hearing, did you guys hear this too? I'm hearing that the guy that got killed, he was with a woman. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he was the witness. You know, that's what I read, that he was the witness, and that the woman said told the boy to shoot the girl. The witness said that. You didn't read that? See, I missed, but I'm a little late with it. I missed seeing the whole fight where the man, the video I seen, I didn't even ever see him put hands on her. I seen kind of the outside video where the woman went to the car, the son came to the door, something happened, they went back to the car, whatever happened. And when I read up on it, it was the witness. The guy was with a woman, and she was the witness, and that the woman instructed his son to shoot her, and that he kind of like pushed his mom out the way. The woman is supposed to have been the witness. This was supposed to told it all.
Okay.
You didn't see that?
Yeah, I seen that part. Hold it, caller. Let me take this other caller. You can stay on the panel. 8371. 8371. Caller, you're live, uncut, unedited.
How you doing, Brother Martin? This is Brother 10 Speed.
Hey, 10 Speed. Hey, I want to hear your take on it, because you always be a little different. I want to hear your take on 10 Speed. What's going on? What's your take on this? Okay, go ahead.
My brother, when I seen that video, I meditated and I prayed in my spirit, like, what could a person do in a situation like that? Because remember, it happened suddenly. You watch your mama get, now I didn't see the whole video of the guy actually hit. That's why I was calling to ask if someone can post that video of the guy actually hitting the mother, the kid's mother. But, you know, it's kind of hard when you see something like that. And now my first thing is, I actually cried, man, when I seen that, because that kid like Storm. Man, I told my brother, I said, man, I feel bad. That kid like this one, that kid 14 years old, they in a position that suddenly happened. And what was a kid to do when he actually witnessing his mother being hit by somebody? He could be a greatest kid in the world, nice kid. And the mother said, he see that if he didn't have the gun in his pocket, he would have ran and got that gun, or he would have did something to it. And fortunately, what if he beat that 14-year-old up? So we don't know what would happen, man. But my thing and my spin is this: is that, man, how is this going to work in the court system for that kid, man? That mother had no idea. Like, I believe they might have known something too, based upon what you're saying. But from that kid perspective, his whole life is gone. Now, when I was 1 year old. My father came through the window. My mother shot and killed him, and I was just 1 year old. According to his brothers, they respect. Make sure my mother got the hospital, got to jail the next day. His brothers did. So if obviously this person must have if this person hit a woman, that means it's not the first time he actually did this. But when you look at the balancing of these situations, you have to say everybody lost. Wrong place, wrong time. You don't know what you're going to do, man. I was on a bus last year. Two women came on a bus and said, she had a baby carriage and said, you got to get up. He was old. I said, she's a senior citizen. Look, me, I ain't talking to you. I said, whoa, wait a minute, what you doing? I just read something. She cussed me out so bad that I never had a rage and anger. And I can't, and God said, cool down, brother, cool down. Oh, lady said, cool down. I didn't even use a curse word. When I left that bus, I knew.
Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Somebody put your phone on mute. People, you have to put your phone on mute. Put your phone on mute. Somebody's phone is... Okay, that's better. Okay, 10 speed. Come on, 10 speed.
Yeah, so I'm saying that I would have hurt those women had I not been 55 years old. But let's just say being 14 years old.
Well,
and you want something like that happen.
But this is what I need to hear from you, 10 speed. What do you think of overall? Was it justified, not justified in your eyes, or you think he did the right thing? Tell me, what's your thoughts? You say you prayed about it, you cried. Yes.
My thought is, brother, is that he did the right thing.
Okay.
I judged him first. I said, what kind of mama is that? Tell her someone get a gun, but then she could have been dead. But my thought is,
you think she could have been dead from a fist fight? Him knocking upside with a fist?
No.
He didn't have a weapon.
What the child never got that call or that text, and that man was beating her. He's a man. He's a man. He's hitting with full fist.
Okay.
What if she had got hit to a certain part of the brain and got a brain and got a brain issue? So he did it. I just hope that.
But listen, brother.
Yes,
again, as I said earlier to Miss Wright, that's not the law. You know, I understand what you're saying. It's not the law. But let me go to the next caller, 10 speed. I'll come back to you. Let me come back. 10 speed, let me come back to you. I got two more callers now. I believe this is Marcus. 0941. Marcus, go ahead. 0941.
Okay, Martin, I'm just doing.
Oh, well, let me skip you. You want to talk or I can skip?
Tell me what's going on?
We're talking about hold on. We're talking about two cases. We're talking about the case that the young lady instructed her son to kill the person that she had an altercation with. That's what we're talking about with that. There's a video floating around on social media showing that the guy was hitting her with his fists. So that's what we're talking about. So if you want to hold on, I go to the next call and you can come back and get your thoughts together.
I'll just give my thoughts on that right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
If a man is beating on a woman and that mother calls her son, that meant she was in dire need. It may have been wrong in the eyes of the law, but that guy had it coming. And that's my comment on that.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next caller. 912 caller. Hey, 912 area code.
Hey, Martin, I had to unmute. You know, I'll be forgetting. I had to unmute it.
All right.
Yeah. Well, looking at the situation for what it is, her contacting, and this is from what I've read. So if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, please. They had altercation at the Maxwell Street spot. She texted her son. He came into the place with the firearm, shot the guy in the back. All right, so am I wrong on these things so far?
No. Okay, you're right. So what are you?
Okay.
Okay, I need to know what's your thoughts on it. Go ahead.
My thoughts are that is first and foremost murder under Illinois law. Murder one is contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Though she had a conceal and carry permit, she was allowed to have the firearm in her vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to bring up another portion of the law as of having an unsecured firearm around a minor. They're not done pushing the issue. Because you know, Chicago is the state of Illinois is a very on-carry a gun state. They were the last of the 50 states to allow citizens to conceal and carry. And even the conceal and carry laws up there screwed up because you can't open carry. So if you have a sidearm in your pocket and the butt is sticking out of your pocket, you're illegal now. That's another thing that nobody thought. But my main question with the whole thing, okay, you got into it with the guy. You all were in that business long enough to get into a physical altercation, and you could text your son for assistance. I mean, normally physical attacks are kind of quick. You know.
Okay. Now.
So I don't know, Martin.
Can I speak on this, Martin?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, you're right about the law, brother. You know, that makes sense and all. You know, but Hunter Biden, he just broke some gun laws. They give him probation. You know, unfortunately, it wasn't, you know, he didn't commit murder or nothing like that. Well, he didn't shoot nobody. I don't even think commit murder. You know, and we can go into like, you know, he shot the man in the back. This is a 14-year-old boy that received a text from his mother. If that lady, the way that man reacted, if that lady would have walked out the door and came back in the store, who's to say that man wouldn't have followed her to her car?
Right.
You know, situation could have went anyway. And for, you know, like to be, you know, we need to be standing behind us. Like, we need to make sure they don't push no issues. You know, like as a black community, as you know, us being men, and these women that seeing this and the way they feel about this, that man was wrong. You know, like who's to say? Like she said, the ladies conceal the carry. I know my kids; they know about guns. They know how to use guns. You know, when they was coming up, people teach their kids how to use guns. She concealed the carry. Who's to say she don't teach her son how to use a gun? He came in there and used the gun. He knew what he was doing.
Okay.
Regardless if he shot that man in the back, that man was beating his mother. You know, so we let's not even play that role. Let's not even acknowledge that. That's a
no. Now you got to look at this. If he was actively, physically assaulting that woman and that boy, if he hold on now.
Oh yeah.
If the man was actively physically assaulting that boy's mother and he took the firearm out the car and ran in there and lit dude up, that would have been justifiable homicide.
No, when he came in, his mother, the video, I seen the video. His mother told him to bring it in there. As he was coming in there, the guy was striking his mother. It happened like that.
I didn't see the whole video.
That was his reaction.
Okay. Well, I feel you. My point is, okay, we know this happened. Was a lot of you guys saying he's wrong? He did the right thing. Some of you say he's wrong.
Yeah.
He did the right thing. And I mean, from the streets, he probably did the right thing, street justice. But from the law, he broke the law.
Right.
In so many kind of ways.
Correct.
So many, yeah. So many kind of ways. And I don't want to miss.
Right about that.
The little boy didn't break the law.
Well, how come he did? First of all, sir.
Go ahead.
First of all, in the state of Illinois, a 14-year-old is not allowed to have a gun, own a weapon, period.
Mark.
That's number one.
Mark, we know that. We know
No,
that.
no, I'm just telling you.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
But we got to look at what the kids, these kids are Persian out here, man. These kids taking over city streets. And you know, like if you get a call.
Brother, I'm just talking about the, listen, we're talking about the law.
No, you talking about the law.
Right.
Hunter Biden just got caught breaking gun law. They gave him probation.
Look. Life is not like Burger King. You can't have it your way.
No,
okay. We are talking about the law, the legal implications of everything. And the law states. The law states.
Okay, right. I'm not saying that. The law is the law.
Can I finish?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The law states, in many states, even castle doctrine states like Georgia, right here, if someone back is turned, that means that they're leaving, that means that you are no longer in a threatened, dangerous situation, you by law cannot fire on them. Okay, now, that was a guy here.
Okay.
They had an auto theft problem where he lived, the apartment complex. Some kids were trying to break into his car. He opened the second floor window, had a gun. They saw him in the gun. He's like, get the hell out of here. They started running away. They got whatever distance. He fired a couple of shots off.
All right.
Unfortunately for him, one of those shots caught one of them in the back of the head. That man is doing life in prison right now in Georgia for murder 1.
Wow. Okay.
You can't shoot people in the back.
Okay. Can I ask y'all a question? Can I get like 30, 45 seconds, Mark?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay. In the last 2 years, how many times have we seen the police shot somebody just reckless? Just recklessly. In the last 2 years.
They the police.
I'm trying to get. No, I ain't talking about the police. I'm just saying. But when they broke the law, when we saying Black Lives Matter, they shouldn't have shot up. How many times have the police do that?
Where are you going with this, brother? I don't understand. Where are you going with this?
You got to answer the question, Mark. You got to answer the question.
Where are you going with this?
It's not. And we make okay. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. In the last 2 years, I'm gonna just say 5. We seen 5 black men that get killed by the police. Right? Just shoot. You know what I'm saying? Even a little boy out in Toledo. And it's like we go to court, they did, they justified and all this. We think right. You know, this is not even a question. The little boy got a call from his mother. We can say the law and hold the law, uphold the law and all this, but we got to be for real. The little boy got a 14-year-old got a call from his mother and distress. You know, the law, they don't even matter right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's be men right now. Let's be like Chicagoans right now. Let's be for real. There's not even a question that this little boy shouldn't even be facing. He shouldn't even be going to court. You know, this is going to be trauma on him. He protecting his mother at the end of the day. And plus, we saying, act like, what does the law say? We're not talking about the law, man. His mother, man, we can't look at the law, man. That boy's 14 years old. I agree with
you, brother. But it's all about the law.
Man, okay, psychologically. Let's go. We're going to the psychological.
Hold on, brother.
Point.
That's it. Let me go to the next caller. Go ahead, Marcus.
All right, Mark.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Marcus. What's your take on it? Yeah.
Basically, I'm listening to y'all talk about it, but my opinion about it is, unfortunately, the law doesn't see what he did to be right. But if that woman was being abused and she got tired of the abuse, to me, he was right. The guy had it coming. These men need to quit beating on these women for no apparent reason. And some of these women need to learn to walk away from a bad relationship Because we've seen time after time women being killed or even a man being killed. And in this instance, a 14-year-old boy, I guess, is going to jail.
Kyle Rittenhouse ain't in jail.
The guy that was beating on her, were they in a relationship?
Kyle Rittenhouse ain't in prison. Kyle Rittenhouse ain't in prison, and you know.
I mean, well, you know, Kyle Rittenhouse is white, and we didn't do enough as black people to really demand that he be put in prison, because some of the black people felt that, hey, he didn't kill nobody black. But me and Martin can tell you, we was thinking about going up there that night, and we would have probably been on that street where he did that shooting at. So black people,
you look at the Kyle,
they didn't turn up.
Kyle Rittenhouse situation. Kyle Rittenhouse.
That's what I'm talking about. Kyle Rittenhouse.
I know. He shot the people that were chasing him and the skateboarder that hit him in the head. So, in the eyes of the law, he was not the aggressor. He was being attacked. You know, that's how they think.
But where they was wrong was what was that young kid doing with a gun? If there had been a black kid, that black kid wouldn't have been able to high-five the police. That black kid would have been laid down whether he was defending his life or not. So the law was unfair in that case, and Kyle Rittenhouse should be in jail right now for murder.
That's in Wisconsin. They got different laws up there from Illinois, right?
No, it's the same. It's pretty much the Castle Doctrine, just in that. Now, had he shot someone in the back, it would have been a different story.
Yeah. Hey, Brother Martin, let me ask a question.
Yes,
is
go
there
ahead.
any new news? Is there any new news concerning that sister in California who was burnt?
No, not yet. I was thinking about that today, but we want to stay on this topic. We don't want to talk about that right now, but I'm going to try to stay on topic. Okay.
Now, I say it's morally wrong for them to charge that kid. Morally, it's wrong because you have to consider the age of the child and their brain capacity to problem solve.
Yeah, you're breaking it down.
So that child, and this is just my opinion, that child should not have been arrested. It is morally wrong for them to hold him to an adult standard in that situation there.
Let me ask you guys a question. Now, suppose she went up there that night because he knew she was there, which hypothetical speaking, I don't know if it's true. Just say she was in a relationship with him. We'll just say that. Let's say that. Or she had a relationship going, some type of relationship. I'm just hypothetical speaking. And she knew that he was up there. And she went in there, not really to order anything, but just to bust him with another woman. Would you guys look at this case differently? Would he be considered aggressor, or would she be considered aggressor? I'm just asking the question.
He would be considered the aggressor, but the outcome would still be the same because she contacted a second party, which is her son, to do the deed. It's still the same.
Go ahead.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead.
I'm waiting on Martin's permission to speak on this panel.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
This is Travis Franklin, Martin. You know me.
Okay.
From the hundreds.
Oh, yes, I know you are. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir.
Okay, now you know I pay close attention to detail, right? You
right.
know me. I'm not gonna get on and talk law about the situation, but I got a question I want to ask everybody before the hit ensued on the female, before he ensued punching her. I have a question that I want to ask that I paid attention to the video, okay? Here's my question. They say she called the young man in to do this. The individual that hit her never knew the young man was in back of him. If she called him in to do this, why did she tell her son, get back in the car? That when the man was screaming, get back in the car, he thought she was talking to him. telling him to go back in his car. He like, get back in the car. If you say something else, I'll this, that, and the other. She was telling her son to get in the car, but he was so belligerent that he didn't understand what she was even trying to say when he said get in the car. And then he started swinging. So why was she telling her son to get back in the car if she was so much trying to have him protect her? Now, I've been around people with concealed carry, and that's my wife with a concealed carry. She don't always get out the car and have it on her person. It's sometimes sitting in the glove department or right there in the car. I can easily pick her gun up and defend her with her concealed and carried weapon like that young man was sitting in the car and got out with her gun and used it, whether she called me or not. That restaurant window was right there. And that young man's vision is right there seeing the belligerence that's going on in there. She didn't have to call him. He's watching it. And I think he walked up and stood there and watched until she swung. She told him, get back in the car. The man said, get back in the car. And he went crazy. He thought she was telling him to get in his car, and he couldn't get. You don't tell me what to do, but he never got to say that. He just swinging, and the man fired from behind. The young man fired. They chased him down and everything and finished him off. I'm saying here that y'all
they chased him off?
The detail because why did they get in the car? Now I'll set up and I'll wait for the answer. Thank you.
Okay, so was the person shot in the back in the restaurant?
Yes.
Yep, that's one. That's the first. That was the first shot he got. That was the first time he got shot.
Oh wow, I didn't know this.
And he ran out the restaurant.
He shot it.
Okay, so the first.
He ran.
Sarge, let somebody else.
Sarge, you didn't see. Finished him off, sir.
Listen, Sarge, you didn't see the video. Let somebody that's seen both videos say it. Could talk.
No, I saw Fortune jumping on somebody else. I'm not going to mention their YouTube channel.
Can somebody please?
Now the young man, now the individual that's dead, I know him. Okay? Ooh, I don't know why he done that. See, young men, Martin said that, if I could say this, that they may know each other. In Chicago, Illinois, you don't have to know anybody for that to happen. People are belligerent and upset for some reason all the time and off drugs. All you have to do is look wrong, and that could happen. It just so happened he didn't have a weapon on him, too. They don't have to know each other for something like that to happen. I see it all the time. Been a plenty of incidents where that could have happened with me, but it got treated another way, all over a parking space that neither one of us own. So what I'm saying here, why is they saying she had him do this when she said get in the car? No one's answering. He did say it. No, you got to look at it on both sides. We can't sit here and say what's going to determine going to happen with the case because the young man might walk. Because if they look at the video, they'll see there's no way the son's going to let nobody do that to his mother, whether he's a killer or not. Okay?
Yeah, we understand that, but what's going to be the damage is going to be.
They treated it wrong. They chased them down and suggested they kill somebody else that was egging it on, so they say. They're going to look at that and say, you treated that real messed up. And they set the bar high because they treated it all wrong. Like a whole lot of things that's getting done is getting treated wrong. And that was one of the incidents. That could have been over the pettiest thing. Like they said, we're talking about who's standing in line here. And the man, that's all the lady kept saying. We're talking about who's standing in line. And that's all I heard her saying. She wasn't even mad. And she got video.
Right.
You got a good point.
I don't know.
Somebody asked his question.
Brother, you know me, Mark. You know me.
Yeah. Somebody asked that question. You got a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, like I said, from what Martin, from what I've seen.
I'm talking about what happened.
Go ahead.
He's not talking about.
From what I've seen on video, the only video I'm missing is when something happened on the inside with him firing. That piece of video I missed.
Yeah. How can you find it?
I'm gonna wait 1 minute. I'm gonna say yes. You know, I'm. If it's something I don't know, I'm gonna doggone say, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to move the goalpost to make myself right. But they're going to examine the cell phone, and if she sent a text giving that boy type of instructions, it's still in them phones.
All right, let me play the video. Hold it. Let me play the video. Hold it.
Oh my God, I said one thing when I you out.
I gotta go.
One thing when I you out.
Okay.
Lady, get your food. Who? Get in the car? Hey, get your food.
Please.
Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I knock you out. Oh, say one more thing when I knock you out. Lady, get your food. Who? Get in the car? Hey, get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I knock you out. Oh, say one more thing when I knock you out. Lady, get your food. Who? Get in the car? Hey, get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I knock you out. Oh, say one more thing when I knock you out. Lady, get your food. Who?
All right. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
Yes, sir.
Y'all heard it right there.
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
Right. So the way it sounded to me, he said, lady, that means he don't know her.
Exactly.
He don't know her. I'm being honest. That's what I picked up. He don't know her.
I paid attention to it all, Martin.
I pay attention to it all.
Now, Martin, that first video, that don't appear to be it went that way. It looked like they came in there on straight troublesome. They got out the car when it's no audio. You're looking at video, you can't determine what's going on. It looked like it took them like 15 minutes to leave the crime scene. They wasn't trying to leave. They was in the parking lot acting like they ain't killed nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to count in court. So I'm saying that video don't show what we just saw.
No, can I elaborate on that?
He should have been killed.
Hold it, y'all. Hold it. One person at a time. Okay.
I'm sorry, Mark. This is Brother Ten Speed. I had to hang up to watch the video.
Okay.
Mark,
can I elaborate on it, Mark?
Hold on, 10 Speed. Let the brother.
Yes, sir.
Let him. Then I'll let you go next.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay.
Come on,
Mark, we seen what the man.
Go ahead.
We seen what the man was just telling the lady. He said, "Get your food, lady. If you do this, you do that, I'm gonna knock your way. I'm gonna knock you out." He threatened her. He hit her, and then
told her to say one more word, and I'm gonna knock you out.
Right.
She was telling her. That's when she kept saying, "Get in the car. Get in the car."
Right.
She said, she kept saying, "Get in the car."
Hold it. I can't have two people talking now. One person at a time. Now.
He synced it. The little boy, he synced it through the window, and he came to the door. And that's when the mother, she took the punches already. She like, whoa, my son, he in this predicament. She probably did try to tell him to bring it in there, for her protection. Like, okay, let's put it on me. We don't know what the text was about. That's not important. But the man that we seen what happened. He struck the lady. He threatened her. He told her to do this or I'm gonna knock you. And he struck her again. He struck her 2 more times. And the little boy reacted.
Okay.
What else was he supposed to do?
All right, next.
May I speak?
Yeah, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. From the Hundreds. Go ahead.
Okay. Also, if you pay attention, she pointed to her son and said, "Get in the car." Her hand was, and she pointed to him and said, "Get in the car," and it went back down. She pointed at her son because he was standing watching the incident before he hit her, and he was just waiting to see the outcome. And then when he seen the swinging, he could barely get the gun out, but he got it out enough time. He could as well shot his mom too. Think about that, okay? He's not a marksman.
When you look at that guy and you see his stance, his attitude, and the way he had conducted himself, when he said, I never saw this part of the video, but when you look at this dude, he went cocked back and hit her. He should have been shot 20 times. I changed my whole mind. Yeah. But I not seen that part of the video. He should have been shot 20 times. He should have been resurrected and shot again. Whose son is that? That don't make no sense. This dude actually sit there and did this. He hit the woman just like that. I cannot believe that. If any normal person seen, you would have unloaded the gun. That boy just shot him. Now, mind you, when you see somebody come on like that, yeah, you want to run outside and finish him off.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I just want to ask a question. Anybody can answer.
Yes, sir.
What was a 14-year-old doing with a pistol? Anyway, that late at night.
It was in his mother's car. Now,
Go ahead. Whoever want to go first, I'll be
okay, Martin. After viewing that piece of video that you just showed, I had to go on my laptop to go on YouTube to rewind it. After viewing that video and listening to it while I had my phone muted, that video says justifiable homicide to me.
Yes.
Because he was actively beating on that woman and her son fired.
Okay.
Point blank period.
Hold it.
Now, I don't know how the laws is seeing different.
Hold it. First of all, he didn't hit the son, he hit the mother. All right, let's say that.
Okay, now the way it goes, the law goes,
I'm talking about Illinois. I'm just saying, the son was not.
Illinois too, Martin.
The son was not in danger. The mom was. If I can say.
Exactly. And the way all of those laws work, if a person is in danger.
Sarge, you're not going to overtalk me, brother.
I'll talk the host.
Please, brother. All right, thank you. She, the one got hit, the blows. Now, them blows wasn't going to kill her, but they was dead wrong. My point is, he didn't hit the son, the 14-year-old. All his energy was toward the lady, which is in jail now. Now, maybe if she had shot him, I can go with justifiable homicide. But by him shooting her, according to the law, it's not going to happen, justifiable. Now, I will say this. By him being a minor, he will see daylight again. If she get convicted, it's over for her. It's over. Now, I don't know how true that is. Did she text him and told him to bring the gun? I don't know if that's true because the media lie. Don't know.
I pulled up the law, Martin, for Illinois. It says, under Illinois law, it is acceptable to use regular force to defend oneself against some type of attack or entry into a property if the accused is defending himself or another individual. Deadly force is appropriate if the accused is trying to prevent serious injury or death. That's in Illinois law.
You could do serious injury with the fist.
Exactly. That's just what I said.
Deadly force. It says deadly force.
Sarge, I'm not talking to you, bro. You keep talking out of turn, man. Listen, you cannot, somebody hit you and black your eye. You cannot shoot and kill nobody, people. You can't do that. Yeah. It's not, in the street you can, ain't no rules in the street. But according to the law, you can't do that. All y'all concealing carries. If you go out there, run your mouth, get your butt whooped. You can't pull out your gun because you mad you got your butt whooped and shoot the person. Not in Illinois, you can't. Now, I understand.
I ain't gonna hit that woman like that.
Hey, listen, it was wrong. Go ahead, my brother from the 100.
Can I answer your question? Can I answer your question?
Yes,
nobody answered your question, Mark.
Go ahead.
You asked the question of why did the 14-year-old have a gun, right?
Right.
I want to comment on it.
Go ahead.
It's only opinionated.
Okay.
In the city where we at, Martin, what is the latest crime that you've been seeing? What age are they starting at jacking and killing and hurting people? What age are they?
10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, 14. Now you asked about a 14-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
That could possibly had his own weapon and already a killer, or it was his mother's gun in the car, like I said.
But see,
however it went, he has a weapon.
Right. Let's just say this.
Available.
Can I read something?
Hold on. Let me just say it and I'll let you read. This is the court of public opinion. We don't know all the facts, people. First off, we don't know all the facts. We just going on assumption and what we see and what we hear on the videos. We don't know all the facts. So I know one thing. According to that video, that young man had a hard time pulling that gun up out his hoodie, out his pocket. He was nervous. But go ahead and read the law, sister. Miss Wright, go ahead.
It says a serious and immediate threat means one that is happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe that someone may hurt you the following day, it will not be possible to claim self-defense. An illegal threat is one that involves non-consensual touch or harmful physical contact. These types of contact may include sexual assault, rape, murder, robbery, battery, assault, domestic violence. Whether the force was necessary depends on the facts and circumstances of the case in general. If a reasonable person in the same situation would have reacted similarly, a judge or jury would likely find that the force was necessary. The force that is used against the victim must be similar to the force that the victim was using. To illustrate, it would be disproportionate to fire a gun at someone.
Hold it, right there.
Who may have thrown a single punch.
Hold it right there. Now, if you get into a fight, there's no weapons, and your hand is not registered in the state of Illinois to be a legal professional fighter. That's a straight up fight there. Well, if you get your teeth knocked out your mouth, your eyeball kicked out, whatever, that's it. You cannot justify deadly force from a fist fight. You just can't do it. It's not going to happen. It'd be a lot of dead people around here dead, which it is.
Yep.
Seriously,
yep.
You cannot justify that. I'm sorry, people. Your conceal and carry is not for you to protect you from getting your butt whooped. It's from a deadly force, a threat with a weapon or something, a sort. Because somebody hit you in your mouth, knock your teeth out your mouth, you can't pull out your pistol and shoot and kill them and shoot them. That's not what conceal and carry is all about. So I'm just.
I think a lot of folks take conceal. I'm sorry.
Hey, Martin, could I have 30 seconds?
You sure can.
There are people who have attacked people physically with their fists, and they have caused death. You can be beaten to death. That is a fact. What was happening to that woman was severe enough of a threat from a man that could pulling his doggone fist all the way back to California. Yes.
Okay. Let me say this. Did that woman hit the floor?
Swinging forward.
Did that woman hit
on
the
that
floor?
Woman.
Did that woman hit the floor?
He knocked her back and was studying.
Answer the question.
Exactly.
Answer the question. Did the woman hit the floor?
No, she didn't hit the floor.
We don't know. Everybody ran out the store.
Okay.
Everybody got the money.
Okay, that's my point. She was still standing. So I'm telling y'all people, you can't do it. If you're around here carrying a gun and you call yourself a law-abiding citizen and you talk crazy, get your butt whooped, you better not pull that trigger. You're going to jail. Serious that.
Can I comment on that, Martin?
You sure can. I'm talking about the law now. I'm not talking about no street.
Okay, the law. Because I was caught with a gun.
Y'all talking morals versus the law.
Okay, right. I want to tell you. I was caught with a gun illegally. But I had a gun because I was shot before. You know, I went to the mental hospital, so I wasn't able to get my FOIA card. I don't have a felony. You know, I didn't have a felony at the time, but I wasn't able to get my FOIA card at the time. But when I was caught with the gun, when they caught me with the gun, what was I supposed to tell them? Why did I have a gun? Okay, I was being honest. Yeah, I felt nervous. I had PTSD. I had the gun. You know, I can't go get a concealed carry because I went to the mental hospital. I self-admitted myself to the mental hospital, so it was no way to get a FOIA card. So yeah, I did have a gun. So my gun charge was downgraded. You know, just because of my mental state, because I was shot before. You know, and I was being flat out honest. Like, you know, I just couldn't sit there and say, it ain't my gun. I didn't go through that. You know, my mental state. So from my mental capacity, like with the bullets still being in my face, my brain in my back, and you know, the physical damage that it did to me, and me having the gun, they downgraded. I did a little probation for a year. It's off my record now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you went, and that's what I was saying. You know, I was also caught with a gun when I was 15 years old.
So what are you trying to say, brother?
You know, he's gonna beat the case. He wasn't wrong. So we got to think.
First of all, brother, the young brother. Hold on, brother. He was wrong on all counts. First of all, he's not old enough to carry a pistol. He didn't have a concealed and carry. He's 14 years old. Also, he shot the man in the back. I mean,
that's the law. That's like the law that's wrote down,
brother. But I'm just saying, you can't just go around shooting people, man. You can't do that.
Just going around shooting people, man.
You can't
do that. Your mama, in face, man.
Right.
You can't say this. You better get your food. You can't do that, man. As a man.
He's not a man.
I think if I was in a restaurant with the little boy,
man.
If I was in a restaurant with the little boy, and I see the little boy coming like that, I probably would have did it.
That's you. That's street talk. I mean, that's you. I mean, I understand that.
No, not street talk, man.
It's what it is.
We got to we being real right now. I ain't talking about no street. I ain't even a street guy.
Well, regardless, I'm just saying. Listen, what you saying is what any man probably would have done. A man, not a boy. A man. But this boy, he acted as a man. And that's why he's still in jail right now, and she's in jail right now. So only thing, listen.
I've never touched a gun before in my entire life until my buddy had became a Chicago police officer back in 1991. He showed me a gun called Beretta. And it was the first time, last time I would touch the gun. I don't know much about guns at all. You know, I'm scared of that. I'm scared of guns. My police officer brothers come to my crib to watch the game, to watch the fight. I said, hey man, leave your shit downstairs. I got a bit fear because I got shot before. But what I'm saying is true is that I know for a fact I need to learn how to use it. I just got a certain fear of that. But when you think about what happened at a certain moment, for a brother like me who just been straight up square for real, you might have it at a certain moment, and your mama has been hurt. Man, look at, if I seen my father come through the window when instead of me being 1 year old and I was 22 years old to attack my mother like he did, what he did, I might have would have shot him too. So at a certain moment when your mother gives commands, it's kind of hard. So I hope they take that.
Let me say this.
Morally into perspective.
Let me just say this. And I don't know if this is true or not. If she told her son or text her son to shoot my man down, the guy, I don't know him, and kill his girlfriend, kill the other girl. So what motive she's working out of? What kitty she was working out of? Now I'm just saying, yeah, that's what they said. See, we failed to realize it.
I'm sorry.
She wanted her son to do the girl in too. So we're not talking about that part either.
Go ahead. Exactly.
Wow.
We're not talking about that part.
Okay, can I speak, Martin?
Go ahead, 100.
Wow.
100, go ahead.
Okay, now, the case ain't going to be decided. The jury or the judge not going to decide the case by morals. Because by morals, they probably would be home already. When they go by the law, somebody going to jail. Mark, like you said, Mark, you can't do that. Because after they said, shoot this other person for egging it on, that shows you all, it takes you to a whole nother level of the case now. There's no self-defense in that. It was, but it wasn't about a mother, it was about a son. By the law, they're going to jail. Let's not prolong that. Okay?
Exactly.
I mean,
that kid might have his own lawyer.
Let them out more, but by the law, they can't do that.
See, that's what remember, those of you that was with me from the beginning of this live, I said two things. The court of public opinion is different from the court of law.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, me, I don't believe in same-sex marriage, but it's the law of the land. I don't believe in it. I don't believe it. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Now, Martin.
It's wrong with two, brother, I'm talking, brother. Give me a minute. It's wrong with two left shoes. But it's the law of the land. According to the law of the land, it's okay. It's all right. But go ahead, Sarge.
All right. Now, for the caller that said that due to him being in a mental institution, right? Is he still on here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Now, federal guidelines. Let me put this in your ear.
Brother, we trying to
if you have not been,
hold on, Sarge. We try to stay on this topic, man. We don't need a long sermon on that.
I know,
I don't
but
even want to talk
trying
about
to help
that.
Somebody.
No. Just hold up. Not right now. I want to focus on this, man. I don't want to spin it. I want to try to stay right here on this.
No, I'm not spinning anything,
no,
Martin. Really, I'm not.
I don't need you talking about that. About that. That's cool. Maybe another time, but right now, let's stay with what we're trying to do right here. It's focus on this lady, the son, and the person that got killed. That's what we'll, because
okay, well, we're focusing on that, Martin.
Okay, go ahead.
And what I read, now there was a witness, right?
Police officer.
There was a witness, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And it was said, hit them too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that in itself throws self-defense completely out the window. That's motive. That's first degree. That's, that in conjunction with the text message. I know this is the court of public opinion.
Okay.
But if you look at the facts in the matter, right? Say if we want a jury, basically it's public opinion from the evidence that's presented to them. So if someone presents that video evidence to me that's all that happened, the young man walked in, his mother was getting physically attacked, brutalized by a man, and not no skinny one like me. You know what I'm saying? Not no small pair of drawers. And he got blasted. It is what it is. He protected his mother. But if she texted him and gave him some type of directive, or that woman went there because she specifically knew this man was going to be there, or whatever the situation may be, they're gonna lock them both up. But for the football years, and morally, it's not right for them to lock that 14-year-old up. But you have to consider the thought process, problem solving, the level of a 14-year-old. That's all I had to say.
Okay.
Hey, Sarge, are you Sarge for the police department?
Say again?
Were you a sergeant for the police department?
No, for the military.
No, in the United States military. I come from a Chicago police family. I left because I wasn't going to be Chicago police.
Okay, you say you're in Douglasville, Georgia?
No, not Douglasville.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I stay in
I'm sorry. I just thought what happened. I thought you were a police officer coming from a police perspective. That's why I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But I'm just saying.
No. It's no apology. It's simple. It's easy
Excuse me, Mark.
Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to get this straight. I listen to you all the time, man. I love your perspective.
Okay, let's 872.
I want to address.
Go ahead.
I want to address something else that was stated. It was also stated that the child acted out when the mother directed him to shoot the other person that was laughing. The mother was trying to take the gun away from the child, but the child wrestled the gun away from the mother. At that time, this is after he shot the guy.
Mm-hmm.
After he shot the guy, he was directed to shoot this person because they thought it was funny. And the little boy, he acted as an adult. He calmed down. He took the gun away from his mother. That's what was stated. I'm not sure if it happened, but as far as as the statements go, that was stated. And that was good on the decision if you ask me. If you went in and you think the man, striking his mother, he reacted. And for him to come out and he'd have listened to his mother when she told him to, do something to somebody else, and he thought that was funny, and he didn't react to that, he acted as an adult right then and there. The mother, she might be held completely, accountable. Well, I'm not gonna say she might, she is. In some type of way. That's if she sent a text message. But the guy was wrong. All right, if it was a lady gun,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Another call.
If it's a lady gun, everything they're gonna beat it.
Yeah, because this is just a court of public opinion, and we still got to figure out how everything is going, who weapon it was, where to get it. I mean, it's all different type thing. 7690. Go ahead. 760. 7690. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Okay, so I've watched the video, and I was watching. Am I echoing?
No, go ahead. You good?
Yes.
Okay, so I just did the video on how he was beaten. I heard you say about how the law goes. Okay, the law works for the law. We all know that. And if we was to flip the script, I have an uncle that was jumped on out west on the west side. He had addressed a young girl that looked to be older. Okay, and they were at a store, and they made it to the parking lot, and he was a little tipsy, or whatever. He addressed her and was trying to flirt with her. And they knew that he was tipsy, and she was younger. The people out there knew her, he didn't. And I guess one thing led to another out there, and they jumped on him, okay? And they beat him halfway to death. And he ended up dying. He went into a coma and said bleeding on the brain. But my point is I wish someone was out there to do something. If someone was out there with a pistol, I wish they would have stopped them. Now what? Okay, so as time went on, they only got involuntary manslaughter. For whatever reason, it was two individuals. It was two individuals, a woman and a man, a man-woman. No offense, but you know what I mean? Because he was like, and then another and a man, and they jumped him. He was a little tipsy, and they stomped him. And people stood and watched. I wish he had his son. I wish I was there, and I wish any pedestrian or anyone would have helped him. So for them to get involuntary manslaughter, and by the time they did go to trial, which was about 2 years later, they did a little time in court. They only had a few months to go before they got out. So they did, 3 or 4 years, and my uncle was gone. He was in the hospital for not even a whole week, maybe a week or so. And, and he had bleeding on the brain. And he's gone, stay out, and they live in their big life after, freaking 4 years. So when you say, like, how the law works, how do the law really work? I wish someone would have did it. Now, how is this going to work out for the little boy? And he stopped it. His mama could have, one blow, and it's the law. Now we talk about the law.
Hold it. First of all, people, a butt whipping is not necessarily a death sentence, people. Okay? No matter if it's a male doing or a female doing. That's not a death sentence, people. You get your butt whooped, that's not a death sentence, people. All right?
It could be though, Martin.
All right. I'm just listen, people.
Man, some butt whippings end up to be a death sentence if it end up the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You can hit a person one time, they fall. The way that man cocked back.
And how many times you hit it? And she's still on her feet. Did it look like she was dying? Did it look like she was dying?
To her son is 14 years old.
No, hold it. I'm asking you a question. Did it look like she was dying?
The blow I hit, she didn't look like she was dying.
Hold on, ma'am. Sister, answer the question. Did it look like she was dying when he hit her? Yes or no? It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay. What I'm saying is, people.
It looked like a death. Can I answer this? It looked like a
could have died.
He could have
hold on. That ain't what I said. I said when he hit her, did it look like she was dying? That's what I said. All I want to hear is a simple yes or no. That's all I wanted to hear. So from that point, you cannot justify shooting that man in the back, running him down. You can't justify that, period. Now,
I know the laws with it.
Street mentality, you got people, you can pull it. I always preach this. You got somebody loading up a gun right now. Some young person waiting on one negative reaction. So that in their mind, they could justify using the gun. And this is the case right here. And we understand he's a hero to a lot of us because he defended his mother. But
So Mark, he was more street than her?
After I sent that video.
I mean, she was more street than him?
My son.
He was probably no street teenager.
Right.
No, not the little boy. I'm talking about the man that was striking the lady.
What I'm saying is, people that have guns, especially youngsters, all they are looking for is one negative reaction so they could justify in their mind to shooting you. I always say, cutting you off, mean mugging you. I'm just speaking in general now. Now listen, a gun is made for protection. I always tell people, put your gun up until you need it. I believe in pistols. I believe in guns. So what I'm telling y'all people, that's why we got the problem that we got right now in our community, a gun problem. Nobody want to sit down and talk about it. Everybody want to pull that pistol and start shooting. Everybody, that's what everybody want to do. Well, we see a lot of shooting going on.
How you know women they tired of getting beat like they getting beat, like the man just beat them up? Why
brother,
women can't
listen,
brother,
listen. Let me just say this. First of all, she got hit with some blows, but that was that was not a death sentence. She's still living. Evidently, those blows didn't mean anything to the police. They still charged her. Didn't mean anything to them. They still charged her.
Charged her by what was said by the witness, or by what was seen, or what? It wasn't about what happened there. I'm talking about the justification of young.
Y'all can't listen. A butt whipping, you can't justify shooting nobody for a butt whipping. I don't care if you conceal and carry.
Oh, you can't.
So had he been concealed to carry, would it have been justifiable that he seen his mama get packed up like that?
No, I would say no.
Have a legal justification.
He's threatening.
Okay, but let me just say, first of all, do we know on this live when can you use your gun? Do we know that? Didn't the sister read the?
I do. I don't have a feel.
Yeah, she read it.
She read it.
I know.
First of all, a lot of people that's concealed and carried. Hold on, sister. Hold it. First of all, if you got this mentality, being a concealed and carry, think you could just go around shooting people because you conceal and carry, and you think you're gonna get away with it. That's not gonna happen. There's a lot of conceal and carry people that went to jail for murder.
Yeah.
For murder. See, you don't hear about that. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring that attorney back on here so we can talk about that. We can talk about that.
Oh, that's good.
But you know what? Yeah. My purpose of me saying this is, I know how laws go. I know it possibly it might not work in his favor, but my point is on how he felt at the time, and the drilling of us for saying your mom did. This is the whole point of what I'm saying. He probably couldn't speak. You can't
listen. See, there we go with these emotions. First of all, right. you can't base everything on emotions. Your emotions will lead you wrong a lot of times. Women are real emotional, very emotional. And sometimes they do things on emotions. And I'm not trying to bash against women.
Why did you sit there and watch a woman in your family get packed up like that?
You know, but listen, I'm not saying what I would do. First of all, sometime, hold on, sister, you ain't gonna talk me now. Sometime you could do just by pulling the gun out. Man, get up off my mama before I kill you. You could do that. Sometimes that works. I'm just saying.
If you put it, you better use it.
Listen. Listen. That's why a lot of black men in jail right now, because of that same attitude. Don't know how to work on it because of their emotions. That's why they're in jail right now, because somebody hurt their feelings on social media. Somebody called you a punk. Now you want to go get a gun and go kill them. Somebody said, hold on, sis, I'm talking. That's why we got the gun problem in our community right now. Because of little stuff like little emotional stuff. 2 men. You shot him because he dissed you on social media. You shot him because he mean mugged you. He could have been having a bad day. See, these are things I'm talking about, people. We just can't go around shooting people just because we in our feelings. You got racist police officers. Hold on. You got racist police officers that work in the black community that don't like black people. They just can't go around killing black people because they don't like them. Now, do it happen? Yes, it happens. Man, imagine some people that we don't like in our minds. We just can't go kill them because we don't like them. Or we shouldn't do that. I'll say that. Listen, we got to get out of emotions, people. Get out of emotions.
But look, Mark, I feel like it was a lot about emotions because he didn't even know if his mama's jaw was broke or her face was still on her face. The way that man cocked back and hit him. And if the boy was watching, as the other guy said, I didn't catch it. I'm gonna have to go. I've seen pieces, and from what I see, well, if he was acting and reacting, and it was her gun, and it was in the car because maybe she didn't have it on it. She didn't feel she needed it on it, And if she knew that the gun was in the car, because that's her, where she keeps it at. And I don't know. It was just like.
Okay. Now, of course, we know what he was doing. His whole that's a natural instinct going to take up for defend for his mother. That's the law of nature. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. But what I'm talking about. The law ain't gonna look at it like that. That's what I'm saying. See, we get caught up in our emotions. Oh, that's wrong, and yeah. But the law is different from the court of a public opinion. The court of law is totally 2 different things. That's what I'm saying. Now, whether you want to,
yes, sir. Nah, I disagree. Like you're right about the law.
Stick with the law, Martin. It's real good that you are sticking with the law.
I can't. We all can't talk at the same time. Now, somebody got to submit.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, let me say one thing. It's good, Brother Martin, that you were sticking with the law because the law is the root of the land. In other words, that we all can deal with our emotions, even as being men. Like, for example, I just said something out of emotion. I said, if he hit the woman like that, he needs to be taken out 20 times. That was just emotion. But that's not according to the law. You know what I mean? I'm speaking out anger or from emotion. I'm saying, why did he hit her like that? As a child, I would take to my mother. But when you look at the papers of the law, then that's different. So, Martin, you are right by sticking by the law of the state, the county. You're right. But I'm looking for most of them because, as far as like emotions, we always say what can go on. Example, Kyle Rittenhouse. You say according to the emotions, he should be in jail. But according to the law, he was free.
Now, let me say this. Think about this, y'all. Martin Luther King, when he came to Chicago, he got hit in the head with a brick. Now, was Martin Luther King really justified if he had a gun to pull a gun out and shoot that person that hit him in the head with a brick? Probably so. Probably so. But my point is, somebody got to put their phone on mute. Somebody's phone need to go on mute. I got a new caller. It might be you, caller. 0876. I think that's you, caller.
Hello.
You got to put your take your phone off speakerphone, bro. You got to listen through the phone.
Okay.
This your first time calling?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, this is what I want to say, right? That you got, when you go to trial, it goes 2 ways. You either go to
judge by a bench, which you'll be judged by the law, or you're gonna be judged by a jury, which is like people that's on this show. I'm saying that if he get judged by a jury, he's not gonna be found guilty because those like everyday people. Now you saying with the law, a judge might find him guilty, but if he go to trial by a jury, he's not gonna get found guilty.
Well, let me say this, brother. Let me say this. All due respect. Any case that go to a jury, you almost can't predict it. It can go either way. Now, it's a possibility that he could walk, strong possibility. But then it may be another possibility that he may not be able to walk. It depends on the jurors. It depends. It sounds like you know what you're talking about, but it depends. Your faith is in the hand of the jurors.
In this case, guys, what you guys
exactly.
Hey, Marty, can I ask the lady a question?
Yes, go ahead.
What you do?
Hold it, ma'am. Hold it. Come on up.
I'm waiting for permission for Marty to speak.
Thank you for your respect, brother. Thank you. Go ahead.
May I ask the lady a question?
Yes, sir.
Still here?
Yes, sir. She's still here.
Ma'am, you said earlier that he should have smacked her. Do you tell me that would have lessened his chance of being dead if he would have just smacked her? That would have been cool too? Because to me, putting your hands on a person, either way you smack them or barely touch them, you have touched them already.
Listen here, I don't know the incident, sir. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know the incident that occurred. But if it had to go anyway, he didn't have to. I don't know how aggressive she was. I only seen a piece of the video. I don't know all that was shown that occurred to that point. Maybe all that wasn't shown. I tell you what, he didn't have to come back and hit that woman like a beanbag, man. That's
correct.
Like a man.
That's not what I was saying.
But that's not what he was saying. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
I was saying a smack would have lessened the chance of it being a death.
If that's what you asked me. No, I don't justify anything. I don't justify a man putting his hands on a woman at all.
No, that's not what the question, ma'am. I said what a smack would have what a smack would have had him living if he would have just hit her, just smacked her, because you said he should have just smacked her.
I think that if they got down to it and they got physical, I don't think he would have got shot if he would have just muffed. I don't know the occurrence of, I don't know if they showed us the full video before and, you know, whatever happened or what they showed us and how they got to that point. But I tell you this much. I believe that if it would have been anything under the way he comes back like a man, it could have slightly worked in his favor a little bit. The way he hit her was like, it was deadly because she could have fell and hit her head. He could have knocked her out. He could have knocked her jaw on the side of her face. That was a hit that, like a woman, like you don't even know this woman from what we see. It don't even seem like the man hit her so hard. It was just ridiculous.
Did she fall?
I mean,
did she fall? Did she fall when he hit her?
Did she not?
German, man.
No, I'm asked the question. Did she fall?
No, she did not fall.
Okay.
He almost fell on the first swing.
Ask a question, Martin, please.
No. Sister.
I guess. Go ahead.
I'm just asking.
Brother Martin, ask you a
listen,
question.
okay, hold it. Listen, see, we can't, hold on, people. We got to get out of emotions. That's what I'm trying to, that's why we got so many shootings right now, because of emotions. That's why, because of emotions.
Let me ask you a question, Brother Martin.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, Brother Martin, you had said, did she fall? Well, my question to you is that whether she fell or not, does that make a difference of the slug of the punch? Go ahead.
Okay, my point is there was no imminent threat. I mean, death. That's what I'm saying. So she was still conscious standing up. So it ain't like she went into a coma or something, or she hit her head and fell on a nail or you know, or something. That's my point of saying that. So my point saying if she took them punches, that guy handed her. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, hold on.
According to the law, do you wait for a punch to give you a dazed feeling?
No, brother. Brother, what I'm saying is, those punches did not kill her. Even though he hit her with his fist, that wasn't a death blow. That's what I'm saying, brother.
At that time, it was.
That's right.
Okay, that's what I'm saying,
it wasn't. She's still living. She's still living.
Right.
That man hit her. Hold on.
What if that punch had killed her?
But sir,
48 hours later.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
yes, sir.
Please, man, please. Use your brain, man.
Yes,
Can y'all think on here? He hit her so hard. She still took them punches. She never lost
That wasn't no small lady. That ain't no small lady.
Listen, brother, you gonna listen to me talk or what, man? I'm trying to put some sense in your head. I'm not making sense to you because you're not perceiving it. You working out emotions. I'm working out of logic.
No,
I'm showing you. Brother,
you say pro-black all the time, man.
Listen, brother, I am pro-black.
This is a pro-black situation right here. No, this is what I'm saying, though.
No, you ain't saying nothing not on here. Brother, you're not going to overtalk me, brother.
And strike a woman, and you think it's cool in any type of way as black people, man.
Y'all rude, man. Y'all rude.
No, he finna get off here.
Y'all rude.
That's his second time anyway. You know what I'm saying? I checked him before about being disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the second time ban him out the show. Now let him back. Now you saying the same thing. That's why I don't like accepting people apologies, because if you do it again, that means you really didn't mean it. That's all I'm saying. When you apologize to a person, that means you're not going to do it again. Now here he is again doing the same thing over and over and over because you feel like you ain't getting your point, and I'm trying to help you. Listen, I'm not working out emotions. I don't know this brother that got killed. I don't know the lady that ordered her son to shoot. I don't know. It's not a skin in the game for me, people. I'm not getting no money off this. I'm just trying to get us to see this. I'm paralleling this stuff to our emotions. This is why we got the shooting in the community. This is why. Because emotions. That man that punched that lady, he was emotional.
But when I first called him, before I sent the video,
Mark, can I say something real quick?
The sister's talking.
I don't want to
the sister is talking, brother.
I know you're making a statement.
The sister's talking.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Go, sister.
I apologize.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, when I first called in, I hadn't seen the video of her actually being hit, but I did tell you that if she was able to get to the gun herself by her being concealed, like if she would have had, so I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think she would have been in the threat by her being concealed if she had her gun on her and the way he cocked back and hit her? If he would have cocked back and popped him after he shot her, by him being a man and aggressive, because she could have felt like her life was in danger.
Sister, according to the conceal and carry, you cannot discharge your firearm because somebody hit you. You have to have a weapon in your hand. Okay? That's how it works. I understand street terminology. Morals, you're going to defend yourself at all costs. And I'm with that. But I'm saying, if she wanted the law to... Right.
Like your life is in danger, you can do what you got to do. I don't have a concealed carry, Martin, but I have...
I know you don't know. I can tell the way you're talking. You don't have a concealed carry.
Yeah. That's probably why I don't need
Listen, a fist fight, your life is not in danger, people. I'm sorry. A fist fight, your life is not in danger. Well, you have to use deadly force. I will say that. I'll say that in that way. You in a fight, two women fighting, or two men, or man and woman fighting. Come on now, people. That's not, you can't justify it. Now, if she go in front of, like the brother said on here, if they go in front of jury, they might beat it. If the jury feel a certain way, they might beat it. It can go either way. That's all I'm saying. So we got to get our emotions, people. We have to get our emotions. You have a lot of domestic going on between gay couples and straight couples. You just can't go around shooting people because one of y'all got the best of each other or somebody's feelings hurt. You cannot do that. I got another caller. Hold on. 1185. Come on, caller.
Hey, Martin, how you doing?
I'm blessed today. I'm living. Go ahead.
Man, I've been listening to this topic. And if you're a conceal and carry person and you went to class, you put in all your training, you put in all your hours, they teach you about, concealing your weapon, when you can pull it, when you can't pull it, deadly force, when it's not deadly force. So if she was a conceal and carry holder, first off, you can't even put the gun in a glove box. And then on that, you had kids in the car or around the car or whatever the case may be, you're already in violation already. So she could lose her license. Now, if she's using it for her job, you got to think. Looking at the footage I just saw, they're in a restaurant arguing. The situation could have been clearly de-escalated if she valued her conceal and carry license, if she has it for her job, whatever the case may be. Because when you lose conceal and carry, it's hard to get it back. It's just not that easy. So has she been very rational and, like you said, not working off emotions and thinking logically, hey, my job is on the line. I got more to lose. Screw this food. Let's get up out of here. Let's go somewhere else. That's what a logic person would have done. Because, like you said, they're working off the emotions. He yelling, she yelling, the fire feeding the fire. It's going to be an explosion, and that's what it was. So, since it didn't go that way, vice versa, the son in the car, if her gun is in the glove box, he could see from the window or hear the commotion or whatever the case may be. He got up out the car, saw his mom and this dude arguing. He apparently had the gun in because he pulled it out. And now, not only do you lose whatever you have, but now your child is however old he was. I think he said 14 or whatever his age was. Now his life is on the line.
I want to add something to
when you're adult.
Let me add something to this. Let me add something to you. I agree with everything that you said. I am so glad you came on here and clarify this. People, what can we learn from this? If you're a woman that's listening to me right now, you should not be arguing with a man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say this, and this might sound cowardly, but men are more quick to hit another woman than another man. I'm just saying. Do that make it right?
100.
No, that don't make it right. So,
but they will.
They will. And I'm just saying, as a woman, I know you got this masculine energy, you strong black woman, but sometimes you got to take a loss, a L. I call it an L. Because you know what? This man don't even know he argued with me. I got this gun on my side. I can take his life. So you know what? I'm going to be a bigger person and walk out this door and go somewhere else. I'm just speaking reality now. Let's talk.
Martin, I have walked away from so many situations. I can't even tell you how many situations I've had to walk away knowing I can send you in a pretty casket and buy your mom the prettiest black dress she can find. And I will buy it for her. But I say, hey, I got too much to lose. I got my job on the line. I got my family on the line. I got things going in my life. You have to think. And if you don't think, you're going to be in the same situation this young lady in. Her career is probably ruined. Now her son's career, you have to think. And that's why we have all this killing. And like you said, the young people killing, carrying guns when they're doing. You have to think logically. A woman can't outdo no man, but a man can outdo a woman. When the nigga get to argue, walk away. But in this generation, they don't do that. So,
anybody want to comment on what the sister just said?
Martin,
go ahead.
Can I add something to what the sister was saying earlier?
Yes, sir.
Remember earlier when I said it is illegal to leave a loaded firearm in readily accessible capacity of a minor. So she entered the whole situation illegal.
That part.
Now, see, when you go through, like Illinois, the conceal and carry permit training is just the same as it was when the law was Chapter 38, and you went to be an armed security officer, which I was in Chicago at one time. Then they changed it to 720 IL later. Okay? You cannot leave, and this is in any state in the United States, you cannot leave a loaded firearm readily available around a minor. That's the law. So that's going to play into the case too. I don't know where the firearm was located in the vehicle, if it was hers. I don't know. If it was hers, it's going to be severe on her. Now, if it wasn't hers, because they haven't divulged if it was a legally owned firearm or not. They just said she had a concealed and carry permit and an FOID card. A lot is going to weigh on the weapon itself. Was the weapon legal? Was it legally purchased? Was it purchased by, well, not even by her? Was it legally purchased? That's the bottom line, legal purchase. And on top of that, she's not going to get around you left a loaded firearm, whereas a doggone minor can get access to it. Readily get access. They're going to put readily on there too.
Well, listen, I just came from. Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead, 1185.
No emotion.
1185.
No emotion.
I just came from a class. You know, we have to renew and we have to go do, gun training. So a lot of things have changed since all this stuff is going on with the kids and the carjacking and, so they changed it a little bit and tweaked it a lot because of what's going on what we're living in this day and age. So even if you are a concealed and carry person, and I think they give you a certain amount of time to get off work with your weapon. Some jobs let you take it home. Some jobs let you take it, in a lockbox, leave it at work for safety reasons. If you have kids, you have that choice. Say, I got kids, I leave mine at work. And of course, you leave it at the, dispatcher's office with the locked up, which is a safe thing if you got children. So you have a choice now. And then if you don't have kids and you, single or whatever, it has to be in a lockbox. And then when you go to the gun range, it has to be in your trunk, broken down, like taken apart. So if the police pull you over and say, hey, I got a gun in the trunk, and they'll open it up, they'll go to your trunk and they'll see that it's broken down, you won't be charged. So it's ways about doing things. You guys got to do it by the law. And according to the law, they're going to charge you according. So they found out that they got to research and say, hey, I took a conceal and carry class. They got to go to that instructor, find out was you trained properly. It's a procedure they go through. But yeah, she's screwed.
Say it. And you know what, people, black people, sometimes we the last to find out about these laws. And like the average person right now, let me just say this. You cannot smoke weed in the public. You're only supposed to smoke weed in your house and your back porch or something like that. Weed is not for you to be on the bus stop rolling it up in the public or smoking it in the park. Yes, weed is legal. See, we don't know we don't listen. Do you know when you buy weed from the dispensary, you're supposed to put it in your trunk or in the back of your car. You're not supposed to ride with weed in the front of your car or in your pocket. I'm just telling y'all people, these little things, they can arrest you, but they don't do it. So these are rules that we don't. The first thing, let me give you another example. If a cop pull you over and he say he smell weed, and the first thing you say is legal, he got you. You step out the car because you just admitted to him that you was smoking. He got you. He got you. So people, we got to learn. We got to learn the rules and so we can play the game properly. All right, I'm just letting y'all know.
I mean, that's just like with Martin and myself, with you and I, bro. Say that I was in Chicago, so they doing all the stuff they doing that's going on right now, right?
Right.
Now, I don't know if you drink, but I drink.
No, I don't drink.
Now, say if we was like at 31st Street Beach and both of us drink, and we had a bottle of beer, you having a birthday drink with me because it's my birthday today, and you having a birthday drink with me. And we got the beer bottles in a brown bag. That's
acceptable.
That's
acceptable.
Yeah.
That's acceptable. Right.
But
or you have it in the cup.
Got just a 40 ounce or whatever.
Yeah, drink it. They can
plug it out there for the whole world to see. Now they got you for open container.
Yeah, they can get you for that. Definitely get you for that. So my point is to tell you people, because you got to conceal and carry, that don't mean you can walk around here shooting people or you got a license to shoot people. That doesn't mean that at all. There's rules of engagement that you can only use that firearm. Okay? So don't think because you got that beautiful conceal and carry card that you think you can go around shooting people and slinging and putting out your gun in the public and swinging and holding it up in the air. You can't do that. It's called conceal and carry. You can't walk around with the handle of your pistol out on your pants, showing. You can't do that. So people, we have to learn, we got to learn the rules. And I told you guys, if you have a felon riding in the car with you, your gun can't be on the same side as him. It has to be on the other side where he can't get it. If you live in a house with a felon, it has to be locked up or in the fingerprint box. So people, there's rules we just don't know. And we have to tell you, well, Martin, I'm not locking my gun up in the house because somebody come in, I got to be able to grab it real quick. I understand, but these are laws we didn't make. Our politicians made it, our lawmakers, and some we agree with, some we don't. And I'm quite sure if that man was whooping my mama, I probably would have shot and killed him too. I'm just being honest, and I know I would have been in trouble. I'm just gonna be real honest with you guys. If I was caught in my emotions, I probably would have killed her. Now, if I had my thinking cap on, maybe I would have pistol whooped him. Or pull that pistol on, tell him to get off. I'm just saying, it depends. It depends. Hold on, brother. Hold it, brother. Hold it, Sarge. Man, it depends on the mood that you're in. We don't know what we would have done. It depends on the mood, the state of mind that we in that time it happened. I'm gonna be honest. It depends on the state of mind. You know, sometimes when that button is pushed or that gear is pushed and drive, ain't no putting in the park. You just going out with it. You going too far to come back. It's almost like a guy shoot and kill somebody. Now he know he get ready to go to jail, so he finna get all his enemies. Well, I know I'm going to jail for murder now. Let me run and get somebody else that I don't like. So it's a button. We all got a trigger. We have to be careful.
But it's no telling how long her was riding around with her pistol in her car because nothing really goes on. She probably just didn't want it on her hip. You know, like you said, you have to think, but in street form, you have to also protect yourself. If you have it in your counsel, you got the fun. He don't know it's there, but you ain't worried about him using it because he ain't never had to use it. He might have been a good boy. Do he have any, things up on his belt at 14? I don't know. But the point is that he might be a good boy. Okay?
But all this is circumstance information. We don't know. Hold it, sister. We don't know if that was her gun or not. They haven't said it. It had to come out in evidence. Okay. So we don't know if it was her gun or his gun. You know,
right? But for them to put it out there, made me think that they made it a point that she was concealed to carry person. So I was just thinking that it was her.
Well, we don't know. We can't base it on. We can't. We really don't know until we get the evidence in. It's still new, so we still learning what happened. Yeah.
What about this child? This child, whole life at 14 years old, Man, at 55, it was me traumatized. But this child is 14 years old, man. He ain't been on prom. He ain't graduated. What about this child's spirit, his soul, his structure? Oh my God, it's hardcore.
I want to know.
Hey, Mark.
There's some 14-year-olds and some 12-year-olds out here popping these pistols.
Right.
So the question is, had he ever popped a gun before? Or is this his first
that
time?
doesn't matter right now. That doesn't matter. He did it. But go ahead, Hundreds. He did it. Go ahead, Hundreds.
Okay. Can I be allowed to make a small scenario?
You can. Go ahead.
Okay. Just. I'm gonna first say this. They broke the law before a death was even occurred.
We know that. Yeah.
They broke the law already. Okay? Now here's the scenario. Just say he didn't get to shoot the gun and they argued and fought in the store, he didn't get to fire the weapon. Just say the police got there in time before he discharged that weapon. Do y'all think the police would have looked at the young man and said, you okay by having that weapon? He's still going to jail without even shooting that weapon because he had no business with that. And she goes super very irresponsible with concealing carry. Okay?
That's me. Say one more word. One more word. And she's could have been dead. We can speculate as far as the punches, the velocity of the punches, the magnitude of the punches. We can speculate. He could have been dead right there. That is called like almost like attempted murder.
I'm not talking about the act itself.
Brother, hold on. Wild
I'm talking about how they broke the law before a murder was even committed.
Let me help my brother out.
In his hand.
Let me help my brother out real quick. What's the likelihood of a person hitting you with a balled up fist and you dying instant? What's the likelihood of that? It's slim. Slim. Real slim, brother. Come on now. It can happen.
True, possibly.
It can happen.
You could die
but the law don't justify you using your pistol because you got hit in the face twice. It don't justify that. Not Illinois. I don't know where you live at. It don't.
I'm in Chicago.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know. Well, I know you're not a licensed carrier. I can tell where you're talking. You know,
how many people that had a fight that's in jail that killed somebody?
Say it, brother. Say it again.
How many people that started out with a fight that killed somebody with a gun? They are in jail. But however here, y'all not looking at it as a fight. Y'all looking at this as an attack on a female on the emotional side. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all saying it's an attack. But however, if you use a weapon within a fight, you still going to jail and you kill that person. You can't kill them because you had a fight. You can't.
Man, that was unexpected. That kid didn't know what was going on. I'm sure the prosecutor.
If he didn't, he pulled that pistol. He shot that.
You better hope that they understand he didn't understand what was going on when he acted like an adult with a weapon.
His mother.
You better hope they understand he didn't know what was going on then. Because clearly after he chased him down, after he shot him in the back and chased him down, you can't tell me he don't know what's going on. When he shot him, he's supposed to run up out the restaurant and get in the car or at least run somewhere else. He continued and pursued more violence. You don't know what's going on, Sarge.
See?
Respectfully, I'm saying it respectfully, bro.
I mean, people, let's get out of stop. Let's lay all the emotions down and look at the thing and look at the clear picture. And that's what I'm trying to get us to think. That's why we got the violence out here today, because of this attitude. He hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. He cut me off when I was driving. He mean mugged me. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
And I remember I always say, I'm saying it again, and we're going to get ready to get out. There's somebody right now that's loading up their pistol. They're waiting on any threat or any reaction so they could justify in their mind to shoot that gun and kill somebody. All you got to get them one negative reaction, and they're going to justify in their mind, he shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have said that.
I want to say
like,
before we get off.
Go ahead.
Don't pull a gun and go use it. And if you use it, shoot to kill. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Now, let me just say that. Even, hey, brother, at the hundreds, I know you know that, brother. Hold it, sister. I know you know that brother in that restaurant. But he gave that lady.
Yeah, that's deep. That's JB.
Yeah. He gave that lady a command. If you say one more word, I'm going to hit you. He threatened her. He told her. And she still opened her mouth. Whether she believed him or not, I don't know. But he did it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling what I want the women to learn. Please, women, you're not a man. I don't care if you live your life as a man. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Right. You're not a man. And you can't stand up to a man. All right? And what I mean by that physically.
And if he's on drugs, lady, you don't know that. If he's on drugs, they will kill a police officer on a drug. They not just you, they kill a police officer on drugs.
Shut up and don't say nothing. I mean, he could have still hurt a man that can't defend himself. He just told her, I don't see what.
Now, he was bogus for that. He was bogus for telling her, listen. He was definitely bogus. I'm not Jay. He was dead wrong. But what I'm saying is, but listen, people, listen. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
So, like Dude said, and when I looked back, she said, get in the car. When she said, get in the car, he asked her about, like, who get in the car? He's like, say one more thing, say something else. But she really wasn't even really that aggressive. I didn't see what.
Not at all.
It doesn't matter, sister. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen,
he was though, ma'am. He was. She couldn't have said nothing. He still probably would have hit her.
I think it's right. She was really. It seemed like she was trying to bring it down. So she should just. I think she was trying to. He wanted drama anyway, babe. He wanted drama.
Exactly
anyway.
What I'm telling you here.
He was there for that reason. Like he was up something or something. He wanted it. That lady wasn't even really aggressive.
But I still say.
I still have some people that.
First of all, sister, hold it, sister. Hold it. I still say what he did in that restaurant wasn't not supposed to be a death sentence. Maybe a butt whooping and cracked upside his head, yeah, but not a death sentence.
His butt. Ain't nobody ever whoop his butt.
No, I'm just saying. Hold on, sister. Hold it. Slow it down. Lower yourself. What I'm just saying is, it shouldn't have been a death sentence. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But it happened. It happened. And listen, I'm trying to get you guys to see this is why the murder's going on out here, because of the emotions. Like the brother on the phone. He just rattling off the mouth, rattling off the mouth. Just rattling.
That was really in their emotions was the
right. It's the emotions. Listen, black people, we are some of the most emotional people on the face of the earth. I'm sorry. And I'm black and I love being black. We have to stop and sometimes think. We have to think, people.
Emotional and ain't got no money. Nothing at all.
Well, money don't make a person anyway. That's okay without the money.
No, it ain't money.
Hold on, brother. Listen, brother. You got people that got money, can't spend it. You got people that got a car that can't drive it. You got people that got a bed and can't lay in it. And have a home and can't live in it. They all messed up, brother. So that's nothing.
You're right, brother Martin.
That's nothing, brother.
Look, now we got two black men that one life gone and one life to be gone, all because of what you see, emotions.
It's emotions.
The first emotion.
That's what I'm saying.
The first emotion started with hitting that one.
I'm real, brother Martin, today.
He was in his emotions in the beginning. He started in his emotions when he hit a woman. And emotions just started just going on. Emotions expressed.
Now look at the rappers. Look at the rappers, y'all. Look at the drill rappers. They dissing the dead, talking about each other, mama and their girlfriend, our sex up. You know, come on now, people. It's all over emotions. Because you made me feel a certain way. We gotta learn, people. Listen, we gotta learn. And we have to learn. When we come into contact with each other on a level of disagreement, before we go to violence, Sometimes some situations only can be resolved in violence. Can we talk it out first without going there? It's like a brother.
You're supposed to.
Right. It's like a brother in a club. Now I'm gonna tell you an incident that happened at the flea market. A man got mad at some guys for looking at his woman at the flea market. And you know, one of the men told him, he said, hey, man, if you don't want nobody to look at your woman, keep her at home. This is what we do at the flea market. We look at women. I mean, just point blank. So I'm telling you, if you don't want nobody to look at your woman, keep her at home. Keep her in closed doors. That's what men do. Men look at women. Now, I'm not saying going up and touch a woman. I'm not saying talk up under her dress. But I'm talking about just looking. That's what I'm talking about. Now, listen, you could be staring at a woman with lustful eyes. If she called the police on you, police can't do nothing because those are his eyes. Well, he's scary. He creepy. Police can't lock a person up for being creepy. I'm just saying, people, we got to think.
Yeah. And you also know that there are people out here living under the act of, I wish a MF would. And that means wherever they go, wherever they're participating, they waiting on some type of trouble to occur. And they hope somebody do something or say something they like. And if they live under that act, it's going to be trouble, y'all.
Yes, it is.
I would hope that
people saying, I hope you do something, say something I don't like. And it's up there already. Yeah. Before you even said anything, they was waiting.
Yeah. That's why I tell people.
Somebody living like that. There's a lot of people living like that.
That's what I tell people. Hold on, sister. Hold it, sister. Hold it. That's what I tell people. I'm in the gas station. One of the little young guys come in there, jump right in front of me, like I ain't even standing there. Give me a blunt. You know what I said? Now I could have very well have quit that with him. I say, bro, I'm here. You see me? No, go ahead. Let him go ahead. You know, I'm not afraid of him. I'm afraid of myself, what I might do to him. But it's all over butting the line, jumping in front of me.
Yep.
Come on now.
Martin. All day. I got that same incident. I'm in line. The young man walks in and stepped right in front of me. Give me a T-shirt and a cigar. I just stepped and looked at him. Because what I would have done behind that, I'm gone, man. For that, but not for that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
If you ain't worth nothing, okay, you might crash out, but it's still disrespectful what the young man did.
Right.
Step right up, give me a cigarette, give me a T-shirt. Get to the back of the line with everybody else. But, a lot of people won't want to say nothing. You'll get killed for that. For defending a line. And that's what it looked like this incident is about. We talking about. The lady kept saying, we're talking about who's in line here. And I don't care what you're saying. Doesn't seem like this is what it was about, whether it's true or not, bro. That's all she kept saying. We're talking about who's in line. And it's not, that's not worth nothing.
Mm-hmm. So
now, why was she saying that? We're talking about who's in line. That's obviously telling us what it was about. Y'all not listening to what the lady said.
And I want ladies to
just be careful out here.
Ladies, be careful. That's all I'm telling y'all. Know I got 4 beautiful daughters, and I don't want them to be beat by no man. I'm not advocating a butt whipping and all that domestic violence. No, but I want the ladies to learn something from this situation, especially those that conceal and carry. And a lot of you, like the brother said, a lot of y'all got the attitude, I wish a MF would. That's all you say. And I'm going to tell you something. And when one of them carjackers come up on you, you ain't going to have time to rattle on your purse and grab it. If it ain't in your hand, it's too late. And my brother from the Hunters, he'll tell you. If it ain't in your hand.
Please, Martin. Please, can I please say this?
Say it, brother.
That's why we got a police officer dead that got off work because 4 sellers approached her with their weapon out, and she went in her purse and pulled hers out. They all fired. They told the judge, we robbed 4 people, sir. We didn't kill them. We robbed her. She tried to kill us, so we struck on her. The judge sat there and looked at their face for a minute before he could react. I didn't say it was right. I'm saying they had the ups and she defended it all wrong. Who trained her? Stop it. You can't draw on a drawn weapon. Give it up and go on about your business. That's why she gone. It's not right. But they had the ups, man. You know what I'm talking about, Martin.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
If she wouldn't have pulled that weapon out and fired like nobody else did when they robbed 4 other people, she just would have lost some plastic because I'm sure she didn't have no cash. I think we all making money, and I don't think we got too much cash sitting around anymore. It's all plastic and foam.
That reminds me of that same scenario with that fireman that got killed over there by the popcorn shop.
He mistreated that situation. He jumped out the car and with the conceal and carry and blah, 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 blah. Instead of just, going about his business like the man fired a lucky shot and didn't even know he hit the man. He mistreated that wrong. And he had a conceal and carry, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped from behind the car, pulled his weapon out and started firing. The young man ran. Well, he got excited and said, I'm going to empty the clip, and jumped in the middle of the street and emptied it. And the man ran and shot backwards and didn't even look and hit the fireman, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful because you got it on you. They die with it on them all the time.
Yeah, and I just want to tell the people that.
Didn't Duck die with it on him, Martin?
Yeah, he had a drum on him too.
Okay. It died with it on him.
Yeah. So
somebody that thought they was prepared to do what he thought he was going to be prepared to do, and they went the other way.
Yeah. And I talk about that all the time.
He said, I'm waiting on them to do something to me, and he died. It's just the same.
And I'm just telling y'all because some of y'all ladies walking around here because you got a concealed carry and you think ain't nobody going to touch and bother you, you got another thing. You better watch your back, period. Because women are the soft targets. You guys are soft targets because you're not paying attention. You walking down the street with your headphones on, jogging at the bus stop, not paying attention to your surroundings. You got your face down in your cell phone. You're not paying attention. My daughter jumped in the car with me today, walked right past the car, typing, texting, walked right past the car. Then when I gave her that look, she looked at all clumsy. I said, yeah, you walk right past this car with your face down with texting. So I'm just telling y'all ladies, and I'm not coming down hard on the ladies, but what can you guys learn from this situation that we talked about today? Learn from it. Learn from it. Right. Learn from it. Don't be out here arguing with no man. Don't try to stand up toe-to-toe with a man. Call your husband. Call your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's real, Martin, because like I said, them 2 young ladies on the bus, they got me because I defended a senior citizen, and they were like, I said, no, sister. I said, she said, they said, man, when I told you, man, when I left off that bus, these brothers, man, looked like they was like, oh, I mean, honest with you, they like, they ministered to my spirit. They said, hey, bro, let it go, let it go. I said, okay. If I had seen the young lady like a day or 2 later, I've been so upset. My whole life would change. The thing about it was that, you have to understand one thing, is that Black women, I love you all my heart, soul, spirit, but y'all have taken on the masculinity of feminism, and y'all had displayed that to certain people. My mother's mastery skills of just like let it go. Into me, she died 3 years ago. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes, man, you gotta let it just go. You gotta tell your son, let's just do this, or your daughter, let's do this right here, period. But based upon what you said, Martin, man, what you just said was mastery. And I'm gonna hang up, let it go, but I have to hear this, man, because it gives me rest and peace in my spirit. And thank you today for the Martin G Show.
Thank you.
Good show, Martin.
Yeah,
good
thank
show,
y'all.
man.
I'm finna end it. Thank you.
Good show, Martin.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much for participating.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Hey,
good night, everybody.
To you, ma'am. Thanks for your opinion, ma'am. That was nice, ma'am.
Be safe out here.
That's right. That's
right.
right.
Yeah, thank you.
Man.
Thank you, 100.
All right. You
All
already
right,
know
Martin,
what
I'll
it
see you
is.
around, bro.
Live,
Yes,
uncut, unedited. This is where
tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
I don't know about you, but
I love being black.
All right, good night or good morning, whatever time it is. Good night, everybody. Peace out. Thank y'all so much.